guys, my name is Grimulus and welcome to From KOFXIV to Tekken 7. I'm sat here today with my good friend Tim, aka the Punisher, and today we're going to be talking you through the systems which are similar to the two similar systems, KOF and Tekken 7. Okay, so why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, Tim?
My name is the Punisher. I started competing in Tekken 6 Bloodline Rebellion, and all through Tag 2 to Tekken 7, I managed to establish myself as one of the main Mishima and Jin players of the EU continent. I've been playing KOF14 for about 6 months now, and I'm quite enjoying it. And since Geese is one of my main characters, because I like villains, I thought it would only be suitable to kick him up in Tekken 7 as well.
You know, that kind of makes sense. Now, you may or may not know that I'm actually a bit of a KOF player myself. I love me some KOF. I don't play Geese, however, so this is going to be a bit of an interesting one for me.
Yeah, indeed. Throughout the video, we're just going to be comparing the combos he has, because you're also going to be comparing some of his tactics that I've also found, such as ranges, frame traps, and the differences to see how a KOF player will transition and feel going from KOF to Tekken 7.
Exactly. Now, we're going to start off with KOF and explore some of his basic combos, some of his max mode confirmations, and we'll work our way through to Tekken 7.
Okay, put this into controller, because I just realized something that's also a problem in Tekken.
Yeah.
That is going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And it's something you just told me, but I just realized I don't know how to do it. Where's control down here? Player controls. Can you move?
I cannot.
Press options. Can you move?
Yes, I can.
Do me a favor. Could you quickly do his dive punch? Yep, that's a problem he's got in Tekken 2. Yep, that's the first. Okay, so in KOF you got four different ways of moving. You can run, you can dash, you can run, you can jump, and you can hop.
Of course you can.
Indeed. In Tekken, he only really has his jump, but unlike Akuma, his jump is more like a hop. So it's much quicker. So, and in KOF, one of the main things to do is to knock someone down and hop and pressure. Could you do it for me as rough for me, quickly? And then you hop. Believe it or not, he does have this in Tekken. If you do Rekka, jump in, that does work in Tekken.
Okay, so we're going to do a Rekka and then jump in. Does he have Rekkas in Tekken?
Yes.
He does?
And they're just as good.
What is that input in KOF?
Quarter circle back A or quarter circle back B.
So in Tekken that would be quarter circle back,
left punch,
and quarter circle back
right punch.
2.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
And if you do quarter circle back 2, you have the follow-ups. So one of the best things about Tekken and KOF is that they have the same amount of buttons. So it's not unlike a Street Fighter player who has to get used to using less buttons or additional inputs. KOF players aren't really going to have that issue.
See, because both games actually have 4 buttons as an input, which is awesome.
One thing I've noticed is that a lot of his KOF tactics are exactly the same way as they are in Tekken. Exactly the same. In fact, they might actually be a bit better. So anyone that's used to doing the shenanigans and a bit more, they'll feel right at home.
Okay, so are you able to show us any maximum combos with Geese? Very good. Now, do we have... I'm assuming that we'll have a combo similar to that on Tekken 7.
He has that very same combo.
That very same combo?
Yes, that's his back turn combo in your back.
Okay.
Yes.
So Geese is quite formidable on both games.
Yes.
The only thing that's missing, obviously, is his stop sign.
No, there's 2 things missing, actually.
Okay, go on.
The first 2 things a Geese player is going to get hit by, this is not in the game. Yeah. You can't do that in Tekken.
Okay.
They took that out. That's not there.
So you can't be
into max mode combos. You can go into max mode, no combos.
Okay.
Not on the ground. Has to be a juggle.
Are you sure? It has to be a juggle before you go into max mode. I'm not so sure.
No, as in because it does the spin animation, and in Tekken that spin animation is plus 15 guard. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're in guard.
Okay.
Yes. So that's a major nerf to Geese, because anyone that plays this character will tell you, right here, this is where Geese is horrible.
That range. Would you?
Yes.
Quite, yeah. So let's demonstrate the counters that Geese has.
Yep.
So you've got high, medium, and low. I think you've got those in Tekken as well, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay, and he's also got the ground where he picks you up off the ground,
Yep.
which is awesome.
And it works the same way it does in Tekken.
Now, Maximo Bar.
Maximum damage.
Max. All things that we love hearing in KOF.
With Geese, his max mode is integral not only to his combos, but also to his neutral game. It transforms him to being an annoying mid-range poking style character to quite simply being a beast at mid-range.
A beast. Geese the beast.
Yes. So, with max mode, you can, in KOF, you can cancel it from virtually any button, as long as it blocked or hit. So, give an example. Could you do me a favor? Could you do Ralph's standing hard punch for me? Now, just make sure it whiffs. A bit further up. Keep doing it. Oh god, I'm gonna try and whiff punish it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
I can think of a better example.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
What's a good move to whiff with Ralph?
You don't need to whiff it. You don't need to whiff at all. Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it right. Okay,
Yeah.
safe.
So you've got two ways of using your max mode button, your max mode gauge.
You,
The first is the raw max. That will actually give you 100% of your max meter to use. And the second way of using it is the quick max, which will only give you 50%. So we'll do the full max. As you can see, his max mode is going down quite slowly, but
you have access to what's called EX moves in max mode,
exactly.
which is basically an enhanced version of your special moves. To put it simply.
Yeah, but to be fair, there's a whole repository of King of Fighters supporting information out there. We're not really here to give you that. We're just giving you the basics so that you can take that into Tekken 7 and think, hang on, it's the same.
Now, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Now, with Geese, one important facet with Geese that you have to really take into consideration is with punishing into max mode. This takes Geese from simply an annoying poke key part character to quite frankly being terrifying. And this element transitions very well into Tekken. So just to give you a quick example of what I'm talking about. Of course.
That's fine.
Yes. Apologies for the terrible execution. And that's a basic combo. But an advanced combo in KOF can do anywhere to 40 to even 80% damage with the right amount of meter.
Exactly.
And this also transitions into Tekken.
Now, with the conclusion of the maximum meter, we're going to jump straight into Tekken 7 now.
Alright, so normals that are in KOF. So first thing you're going to notice is his far D is just the same input.
Pretty much the same, which is awesome.
It's literally the same input.
Yep.
And in Tekken, it's got a huge flipping buff. Could you walk forward for me? It knocks down.
Ooh. Doesn't it put you into tailspin as well on counter hit?
Yes, it launches on counter hits. So yes, it has the Tekken version of KOF. It's a keep up button which you really need to be worried about.
But it only hits high, so be careful. It's easily a duct.
Same as in KOF, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. His Sobat kick is +1. Could you jab after it for me? No, block and jab.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yes, +1. Yes, +1. His sweep that's not a combo.
That is actually a combo.
No, hold back. Hold back when I hit you. Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. His sweep is def on block. Block. Hold it for me. Hold down back. Def on block. Do delayed hop kick. Nah, delayed hop kick.
I don't know what that is.
Up forward neutral 4.
Go on.
No, up forward neutral.
I did do that.
No, up forward. She jumps. She jumps first and then she kicks.
Okay, go on.
A bit quicker.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah.
Yes. Def on block. Def on block. Sponsored to you by Bad Frames.
Bear in mind, guys, I'm actually not a Tekken player. I play Tekken, but I'm not a Tekken player.
Consider the reverse. His jab string is safe. And just like in KOF, walk forward for me. It goes into that. Now, this is very significant because in Tekken you have a thing called wall splats.
Wall splats.
Which is basically the wall version of being comboed.
You have a wall splat in KOF too.
Yes, but it's a bit worse in Tekken.
Okay.
Because in KOF, where you have a wall bounce, Tekken, he has his own wall bounce, and which can go into a wall splat. I'll demonstrate it for you. This is a walk forward for me. That's a wall splat, and that's a 10 frame wall splat, which is the fastest move in the game. Could you walk forward for me?
Ooh, bounce!
Yes.
That happens in KOF.
Yes! So he has that too. That's his CD. What else does he have?
I'm so hyped.
Now in Tekken, his main move is going to be his main with Punisher is going to be this. Now, do you remember the max mode combo I did?
Yes.
Could you walk forward for me?
Yep.
It's the exact same.
Except the Sobak kick doesn't come out afterwards.
No, as in, if I hit you, could you block afterwards?
Yep.
No, hold back when you get hit.
Sorry.
When it hits you,
Okay, go on.
hold back. Yes. That's the one, that's the biggest change.
Right.
In KOF, you with Punisher that, and someone's going to the funeral.
Can you Kara with the Sobak kick?
No.
You can't? No.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes. So his other main move, back, is B. It is B. Is also very good. It's unlike KOF, it can't be cancelled into specials, unfortunately. But to compensate, he has a string afterwards. So just to demonstrate how it's used, when I hit you with back four, hit do jab afterwards. Do it.
Oh.
There you go. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, that's the compensate. As that'd be a bit too good. So if you think someone's going to hit a button afterwards, instead of you doing like fireball or record to keep out, you just hit that button.
Okay. So Geese has these replicants in this game.
Yes.
Are they used in exactly the same way as you'd use them in KOF? Because in KOF you'd use Geese's replicants as a keep out tool.
Yes, you would. Bear in mind that his light replicant is -13, so I'm going to do light replicant, and could you do up forward 1-2 for me? Or just do 1-4. Yeah, they're unsafe basically.
Okay.
His heavy replicants send you a lot far out. But if your character has a good push, perfect. My gosh.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, that's perfect punishment. Heavy light replicant is about -13, 14.
Yeah.
Heavy ones send you out a lot further out, but it's a lot more unsafe.
Okay. So one thing I've noticed with Geese on King of Fighters is his max mode combos actually make him really, really dangerous.
Yes.
Do they make him as dangerous on here?
They might make him a bit worse in some
Are his
situations.
EX moves worth the salt?
Yes.
Are they worth the expenditure into max mode?
Yes, they are. All right. So in KOF, being able to cancel it into the open into max mode lets him bring you to a wall most of the time. But in Tekken, it's a bit different. So let me just bring you to a wall. So one thing to note is that the majority of his max mode transitions are about +1 or +2 on block.
Right.
So let me just demonstrate that. When I go into max mode, I need you to jab.
Okay.
All right? Sorry. Yes. So you can't really do much.
So I've noticed, right, when you go into max mode, just like in KOF, he actually does a little jump forward.
Yes.
So in KOF, if you guys didn't know, when you activate max mode, he actually runs a little bit forward. Everybody does. It's a universal mechanic. It's nice to see that they've actually brought it in on this one.
Yes. So in max mode, all of his EX moves, at the very least, are very safe. In fact, they might actually be plus. So let me just do EX Fireball. Yeah.
I noticed as well, you actually have half a max mode bar
just like in
when
KOF.
using quick max. Is there a shortcut for that? Because I know
1 plus 2 3. 1 2 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
That's the raw max, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there a shortcut for quick max?
1+2 when you hit a button. Yeah, so if you hit 1+2, you go straight into max. I guess Namco knew that not everyone's a Brian player. And they don't like the idea of taunting after buttons. Yeah, so a very easy tactic to bully people in max, just like you do in KOF.
Yeah.
Is just to do into whoops. And you have to sit there and put up with that.
Okay, so I've noticed something else. A lot of Geese's moves seem to have very slow startup.
Yeah.
In comparison to the natural Tekken players. How does that make you play Geese on this game?
In this game, Geese's problem is going to be more people that are fishing for count hits. So you're going to have some real problems versus someone like Steve, for example.
So are you going to have to now play more as a whiff Punisher with Geese? Because you can't initiate attack, surely.
It'd be a bit in the middle because Geese does have ways to open up offense. Like that goes straight on the highs.
But it's like really slow and seeable.
Oh no, that you're not going to see that.
Yeah, you are.
Now, if you're mixing it up, you're not going to be seeing that. And also, he has that. Oh yes, the tap. Important, actually.
That's in KOF!
Yes, this is important. So if in KOF, if people want to run up to you and just do stuff,
Yep.
the first thing that tends to happen is tap.
Max mode.
Yes. Unfortunately, can't go tap into max mode because that might be a bit too good in this game. But what you can do, just like in KOF, you can do is block string. Oops. And it's hit confirmable, counter hit. Natural combo.
Do you know what? Because I'll confess, I actually had a bit of a mess around with Geese earlier on today. And I actually found something which I found quite interesting. And I'm not very good with max mode on Tekken yet. Because I'm not a Geese player, I'm a Clark player.
Can't wait to talk about that. I can't wait to talk about some of his new Tekken stuff as well.
Can I? Yeah?
If you can, yeah.
It's a PlayStation 2 pad.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hold on, wait. Let me hold back. Do it.
So that works.
Hold on. Let me just go into. Let me supercharge. Do it. Yeah. You have to remember that.
Okay. Why?
Because it doesn't have no frame advantage.
Oh.
You can only do it into light wrecker.
No, that's not true.
Hold on. Sorry, let me supercharge. God damn it. Do it. Oh, wait, do you want to turn on counter hit? Quickly.
No, it doesn't matter.
That's it.
I'm just trying to... Because that goes into that.
And then you war splats, and then, yeah.
But I can't... Which works. So you can actually...
You have to be a bit careful, because you need to sometimes make sure that it has standing guard on.
Yeah.
Because if you're not holding back in Tekken, because there's two different blocks in Tekken.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's neutral block and there's actual block, and it affects certain properties of moves that are blocked. Normally pushback.
Right.
So you have to be careful that you're holding back. That's a combo as well. No, that's actually a combo. Yeah. Let's talk about his new moves in Tekken.
New moves?
Yes.
New moves in Tekken 7, guys.
New things that you get to play with that you're probably going to want SNK to put in the next KOF. Orbital Heal. If you want something to cry about, it's right here. So in Tekken, we call these moves Orbital Heals as a reference. Orbital Heals.
Orbital Heals.
As a reference to Brian.
Okay.
It's basically, they're safe but slow low crushes. But because they're slow, they tend to be safe.
Right.
So if you can walk forward for me.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
Yeah. Sorry, do that for me again. And it's safe. Yes.
Okay.
It's safe. Yes. That's very worrying because if I recall in KOF, one of the things you didn't really have to worry about playing Geese was that you could kind of bully him a bit.
Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe certain characters, but not the ones I chose.
Yeah, not the ones you picked. Yeah.
Yeah, because
but
like,
Leona.
Geese beats people up, man. He
Yes.
bullies Vice. He bullies Clark. All he has to do is press stand C all day, stop sign all
Yeah.
day, and you know.
Things just happen.
Exactly. But
Well,
yeah, so maybe certain characters.
In this game, however, if people want to abuse lows, well, that's not going to happen in this game.
Because of that orbital heal.
Yes. And it is safe.
Okay.
It's a safe launcher, and you're going to be doing it a lot.
So it's safe on block, is it?
Yes.
I don't know anything about frames.
It's about like maybe -6 or so. But this brings us into
Counter territory.
we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Because there's a few things I want to compare it to. So there's also this.
Okay.
This move is about -13.
Right.
However, if he has max mode, it becomes +1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You better be worried about that.
I'm fairly worried about.
Okay, there's another move he has. This. This
No.
is Teeth.
Okay.
This
Why is
more-
it?
Look how much. That's a hit confirmable, safe string, and it gels the whole way through.
But it's a slow startup, though, right?
Yeah, slow. So it's susceptible to count hits,
Right.
but you put that at the wall, and yeah, you can do it all day long. Could you walk forward for me? Mm-hmm. And of course, it launches. And of course, you can launch with it.
Oh, that is sick.
Yeah, and to stuff. He also has a sidestep 3.
Okay.
This-
On counter hit, I should imagine on knockdown.
On counter, it combos with max.
Disgusting.
Now, what you can do with Geese is this brings us straight into a counter hit fishing attack. So obviously it's plus, but if you do jab, can you jab after I hit you with it? So just jab after I hit you. Obviously it'll be jab. It'll be jab, but what you're going to see a lot of people doing on pressure is crouch jab.
Yep.
So do down back 1 for me. See? Now, if you see this, this brings me to 1+2.
Oh, that's sick. That's just not even. That's not even nice.
So yes, not only does he have his KOF tactics, he also has some very Tekken-esque Paul Phoenix, Lee Chao Lan style tactics.
I'm liking this.
So yeah, you do that at the wall, crouch jab for me. So keep doing it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. So
interesting. So now, I'll admit, earlier on today, as I mentioned before, I had a mess around with Geese, and I wasn't able to find that sweet spot in playing with him, because I thought, well, all of his normals are really, really slow, and I couldn't sort of maneuver myself into that position where, like on KOF, you know, you're at a particular range where a Sobak kick or a standing C would actually get you a lot of damage. I didn't find that with Geese here in this version of him. But I'm now seeing a different way in which to play him. He has counter hits. He has he bullies through frame advantage, and he's a monster.
also, I need to just forgot to mention his close-up hard kick is in this game, and it's actually pretty flipping good.
But you don't have to be close up, do you?
Not in this game, no.
That's close E in KOF, everybody.
Yeah, that's basically that's going to be your one of your good pokes because he has down forward. He has a down forward 1, down forward 1-1, down forward 1-4, which is -13. Mm-hmm. He has that, and for the record, could you walk forward for me?
Yep.
For the record, it launches. So yes, he has that kind of even though they took out stop sign, he got that.
Yeah. Again, slow startup, but I think it'll be good if you're just outside of range.
That's what I missed. Geese also has a power low, which is a power low is a low that basically knocks down. And so stuff like Hell Sweep and Demoman. Things that scare you. So from that, easy.
Stand up.
Die. Yes. And it hits grounded, which is important to note because only 2 of his lows hit grounded. That and that. That misses completely.
I noticed that. And they'd be losing many a match earlier.
Yeah, and of course that works. Now, should we talk about his counters?
Yes, Geese's counters. So in KOF, as you know, he's got a high, medium, and low counter. I think they're the same in Tekken 7, aren't they?
Yes.
Do they have the same properties?
Yes. In KOF, because obviously you have mid and low, or overhead, effectively, Tekken has high, mid, low, all three tiers. So Geese's counters cater to it. Could you just do jab into down for the 1? Just jab and do that for 1. Yeah. And bear in mind, it's plus 14. So yes, it gives you a combo. Just like KOF. Could you do... How do you do this? How do you do this high one? Okay, could you do jab into jab for me? No, these highs. It's for highs.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
45 damage.
That's disgusting.
Yes. Now, in KOF, the best time to really use the counter is when people want to do annoying block strings. It works the same way in this game. Matter of fact, it might actually be a bit better, because in Tekken, similar to Jin, what Geese can do is he can parry in the middle of strings. Now, I'm not too sure if you can do that in KOF.
Not really.
No, okay, so that's something new then. That means the parry is actually better.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh wait, he also Oh yes, here's something you need to remember as well. In Tekken, move properties such as elbows and headbutts,
Right.
they can't be reversaled.
Okay.
Yes. So
is it like Asuka's parry, where she can
Yes.
only parry limbs?
yes, Geese doesn't have that restriction. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Do back 1 for me.
Back 1.
This is one of her best moves, for record.
Oh, Leo's a he, by the way.
This is one of its best moves. That's one of its best moves. On a serious note, yeah, it's one of his best moves. So if you do jab into back 1, oh, for God's sake.
Jab into back 1 doesn't work.
No, just do jab and do back 1.
Just do jab.
Yeah, so I can get the timing.
Okay.
So I know when you're doing it.
Okay. Jab into back 1.
Yeah. Yes, he doesn't have that restriction.
Okay.
He can parry anything he wants. And here's the fun fact. You all saw this in the trailer. Gonna parry the super.
Predictable.
Yes, he can parry supers. I don't know how to do a super, however.
Is.
Here's super. I can't do it. Wait, he's gonna deep parry! Yay! Yes. So Geese can parry anything he wants in the game. High, low, mid. If it hits, it can get swatted.
Get what?
It can get swatted.
Yeah.
Because that's how it feels when you get parries in this game.
Geese is a monster.
Yes. Okay, so for punishment,
Why did you give me Leo?
because Leo has every frame of unsafe buttons.
Okay.
That's why. And I know her inside out.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
You young people, I don't understand your sexual preferences.
Oh, please. Oh, please. All right. Anyway, cheek. Okay, so Geese's punishment. One of the things that you're going to have to get acquainted with in KOF is using different buttons to punish. Because, you can't just tap, max mode anything that's unsafe. No. Unfortunately, in this game. If only it was like that.
It's a shame that his down 3 isn't faster. I'd love it if it was.
Good lord.
And it doesn't. Do you know? I've noticed that as well. Sometimes his foot seems to go through people.
Yeah, the arrangement is a bit weird.
It is. It's
It's a bit suspicious.
Okay. In case you noticed, guys, I've put my coats on because it's bloody freezing in this big place that we've got here.
They paid for everything but the heating in this room.
Exactly.
Someone didn't pay their electric bill. Shouts to Mishimas. Anyhow, so as you can see, so in Tekken, one of the main things you'll have to get used to is block punishment. Standing punishment, he's actually pretty solid. For 10 frame, he has a Mishima 112. 23 damage, 10. That's nice. So one of the things you need to get used to is that he doesn't have a standing launcher. Standing
Down
launch.
forward 1.
2.
1.
No, as in standing launch.
Yeah, I know, but
No,
to
full
do it.
crouch. No, standing whilst you're standing up.
Yeah, I know.
That's for crouching.
Yeah, down forward one. No, that's the fireball.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You have to press down, then press forward, then press one.
Down.
No.
What, as in move that launcher?
Look, I'll show you.
What are you talking about?
That.
No, standing
That's his
launcher.
launcher. I know, but that's
No.
how you do his launcher.
No, standing. Whilst he's standing up. So
I'm
like,
folding.
no, whilst he's standing up, not whilst he's crouching. Yeah, whilst he's standing up.
So Geese actually feels really good to play, by the way.
Yes, he does.
He feels really well-rounded, and if you come from a KOF background, I don't think you'll have much trouble in picking him up. I mean, yes, the timings are a little bit off, but on a whole, he's comfortable.
Timing's actually be easier, if you ask me.
I don't feel that. I mean, with KOF, I think you can almost buffer your moves into one another, but in Tekken, you've got to be a bit more precise with your timing, I think.
There is no buffer in this game.
You know, you can't dial in your moves and just expect it to happen like certain other games. You kind of have to be a bit more considerate as to when you press your buttons.
That's that. Yes, he's got that and that. So yeah, should we talk about block punishment?
I think we should have a game.
Let's go.
Yeah?
With Geese?
Well, you can pick Geese if you want. I'm not going to pick Geese because you'll kick my ass. Can I have my controller, please?
Oh hell yeah, I'm picking Geese. I want to play Geese with Jack.
you. Now, with Tekken, I use a pad.
Yeah, I use that.
Yeah, Jack is honest. Jack is honourable.
Honestly.
Oh, we should have chosen Geese's stage.
We should have, yeah.
Let's do that again.
You're playing Jack, so.
Fair enough.
Geese can't afford the robots, mate. If only we could host this whole place in Geese's place, man. Might be warmer than using that mafia money. Also, side note, you actually have his Art of Fighting costume in this game.
You do, young Geese, isn't it?
Yeah, his suit.
Yeah. Wow, I'm so cold.
I might box, man.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very difficult character. I love it. Hi guys.
Yep.
So much fun.
No, my hands are actually getting warmer because I'm actually using them now. Yeah.
Are you okay too?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine,
Oh, really?
Yeah, this character's so much fun.
Oh, really?
So much fun.
Now, one thing that I've noticed that I do on this game.
You want to go to key stage?
Yeah, go on.
Stage 2. Let's do.
One thing that I've noticed that I do on this game, coming from a 2D player background, I duck all the bloody time. I don't know what it is with 2D games, but you're always down back.
It's a very safe position to be in.
Exactly.
Especially if you're playing a charge character.
Exactly. But on
Right.
Tekken, you know, everybody always seems to attack high, as opposed to attacking down.
Yeah, in Tekken it's a bit of the reverse. I mean, you only want to duck at select moments because there's so many painful mids on this game, many of which Geese has, like his orbital healer, and for 2, you know, there you go. So, but on Tekken, it's a bit reversed. So in Tekken, you actually want to stay standing up, as opposed to ducking.
And then look for the slow seeable lows, because those are easily punishable.
Yeah. So if you want to kind of get a perspective of it, simply reverse your blocking habits on Tekken. Where you like to hold down back, stand up, and where you like to stand up, hold down back. Because instead of slow overheads, on this game it's slow lows. That is flipping badass.
I know, right? I know. Oof.
Character's so much fun. I love playing this character. Oh boy. That tracks.
In my back. Get off my game.
Oh, I love this remix.
Oh, that's safe, isn't it? You just have to firm that.
Yep, you have to put up with it.
Okay.
Yep, armor through it. Oh, I didn't do the other one. Damn it. Oh dear. Well, you can go over there. Really?
Yes! That was so unfair.
That was amazing. That was high level, guys. You witnessed high level tactics.
High level
and mind games.
skullduggery. That
Yes,
was just
I know too.
on my day. Right, last one. And I think we'll call it quits for today.
Go, let's go. Oh dear.
Whoops.
Oh dear. Oh, you launched it as well. You actually launched it. Damn you. Oh dear. This is bad.
Oh, why am I doing that? You know, all those times I'm pressing buttons when I think, just stop pressing buttons. Oh, interesting. Again, I keep ducking when I probably shouldn't.
Yes! I guessed right.
Right. So Geese is actually quite good when it comes to pressure.
Hold it. Oh, nice. Definitely a 2D player, boy. Definitely a 2D. You're definitely a 2D game player.
Did you see that awesome with Punisher though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're definitely a 2D game player.
Yeah. Wicked, innit?
Play Mishimas.
No.
Play Mishimas.
Far too execution heavy for an old man like me. And with that, guys, I think we're going to call it quits. Thanks to Tim for dropping by and talking us through the fundamentals of Geese in KOF and in Tekken 7. Now, where can we find you?
I can often be found on Instagram at the Blue Majesty.
W Majesty.
Oh, the Blue Majesty.
The Blue Majesty.
Yes.
The Blue Majesty.
Yes. At pretty much any Tekken event I'm going to be at, by default. and also on Twitter as well, at the Blue Majesty.
So if somebody wanted to play you online,
if you have Steam, just find Frank Punisher. Frank_Punisher.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm glad to take games.
thankfully I'm not on Steam, so I won't be playing as about Tekken. But actually I am, I just don't have Tekken on Steam. I should probably do that. What?
Everyone, I need you to at him and make sure he purchases Tekken on Steam. It doesn't matter if he's buying the game again. He's supporting Namco.
Okay.
So we have more glorious content like this.
So we'll be back shortly with another edition of from KO14 to Tekken 7, where we'll be talking you through the more advanced techniques of Geese Howard. See you then.